Morning, people. Welcome back. Right. Well, today, well, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just having a go at everything and saying it as I see it, as I do. You know, we're now living under an untrustworthy government. They have proved themselves to be fraudsters, liars, lawbreakers, and tyrants. These arseholes have got no connection to reality or the people of this country or what they're doing to them, because they live their sheltered little lives paid for everything by us. So they can't connect to us. So let's have a look. I'll go through the list of them, or as much as I've got on my notes. It's going to be quite a long one today. Well, first of all, we got treasonous Patel. She's wasted millions saying that she's stopping these illegals coming across the channel paddlers, as I call them. Absolute millions. But she hasn't stopped them. She's been helping them. And once they're here, it costs millions more to keep them and house them. She's let the police run riot in this country, to the point where they think they're above the law, just like the politicians, and can do whatever the fuck they like. This woman is a complete failure. She shouldn't even be in government, as far as I'm concerned. And then we've got the fraudster, the original fraudster, Hancock, who terrorised millions with his propaganda campaign and his jab campaign and his test campaign. You know, along with other things have played. People have died because of this prick. He's literally defrauded the people to line his own pockets and those of his friends and family. Now, a little while back, the courts actually deemed that many of these transactions were illegal. Where's that gone? I haven't heard nothing more about that. Are they being investigated? Is he being prosecuted? Haven't heard anything about that. I mean, him and Javid have actually destroyed the NHS to the point where it likely will never recover, to be honest. And Jabbit is continuing with that. Now, I've received letters, I've got about half a dozen of them over there. Please make an appointment to be tested for this, that, and the other. Why? What's the fucking point? If I'm tested and found to have it, I can't get the fucking treatment for it, not within the next few years anyway. You know, there's millions now on the waiting list for treatment, or can't even get treatment because of that idiot. But we get to the two other main protagonists in this little fucking shenanigans. The two that are putting the final nails in the coffin of this country. And by that I mean Wishy-Washy and Boris. First we had the Green Agenda, which we all knew and we all said right from the beginning is unfeasible, unaffordable, and totally unrealistic. We know that, and they know it now. For many years, they've stopped us producing or getting our own fuels, gas, oil, shutting down most of our production to literally get it from abroad. So we were relying on others for our fuel. That wasn't only taking away jobs, but it was also giving money to other countries that could have been kept in our own country. And with the raised prices because of this now, as we know, and I said the other day, this has pushed and will push many millions more into poverty. It's just getting worse. And again, this is going to cost lives. And then Sunak had the fucking cheek to stand there the other day and say he understands how people are feeling. No, he doesn't, because he doesn't see the reality. The silly little car that was shown on mainstream media, him filling up with fuel the other day. Oh yes, it's economical, we love using it. It's not even his. It belonged to one of the fuel station's fucking staff, and he borrowed it for the film shoot. You see what I mean? The lies. Yeah, it's with the businesses now. That many of them struggled to survive through the pandemic. But with his actions now, many more will get killed off altogether. Why? Because people can't afford to shop. So people can't afford to shop. The retailers lose the custom. The manufacturers lose the retailers' custom, forcing many, many more out of work. But what he's missing the point of here is every single one of these businesses that shuts stops paying him tax. And it will get to the point where so many businesses will shut down, it's just going to leave a dirty, great big hole in the taxes, in the budgets. Where are you going to get the money from, wishy-washy? And this is all because you've put people into poverty that can't afford to go out and buy the goods. And they will fail the way it's going. They're already failing. The supply chains will break down because transport won't be able to afford the fuel to deliver them to the ones that can survive. Putting even more people out of work. And I mean supply of the basics, like food. Oh, and this is how much he thinks about this. He's now fucked off to California, to one of his big mansions out there for a holiday in the warm. Just shows how much this clown cares about this country. Unbelievable. Yeah, you're going to lose so many taxes because people can't afford to pay them. Simple as that. And more people will end up on benefits. And what do you do about it? Give yourselves a pat on the fucking back and a $2,000 plus pay rise. See their arrogance and their morals through all this? Not existing. Non-existent. And they blamed everything from Brexit originally, then the pandemic. Now it's being blamed on the war between Europe and Russia and the Ukraine, which again you are wasting billions of our pounds on. It's not our fight. Keep the fuck out of it. You've done this too many times. You give money to countries that is soaked up by their corrupt governments. It's not aid, it's funding corrupt governments because the aid, the money, doesn't get to the people who need it. Don't you see that, you prick? And then we've got the education system. On that, they're blaming everybody, but they won't take any blame themselves. They fucked up so many times, but they won't take any blame for themselves, will they? We can't do any wrong. We're the elite. Yeah, fucking clowns. But anyway, the education system now. So woke that they're churning out mindless little drones and telling them they've got no identity. They haven't got the ability to think for themselves. But this is what they want, isn't it? They don't want people to think for themselves. Well, look what happens when you think for them. How well is that going? They're trying to give everything away that we have as humans. Any rights that you have as a human being, our identities, our voices, even feeding ourselves, are being taken away. Millions died to give us these freedoms and our rights. And you lot, the shit shower in the House of Power, have literally managed to do what Hitler couldn't, is destroy this country and its people. And that's the way it's going. You're killing people through what you've done and what you're doing. And I don't say that lightly. And I keep hearing the phrase everywhere on the internet. You'll have nothing and you'll be happy. Well, we've got nothing and we're not fucking happy. All right? I'll change that to that. I will use that in future. And again, many have said, including myself, that 1984 is coming. It's here. It is here. Even the flocks of sheep that used to follow you, listen to the government, they're turning against you now because they're seeing the truth. And I just hope I live long enough to see you clowns held accountable for what you've done over the last few years. Your support is already going. Labour are walking all over you in polls. Not that I want Labour in, but anything, a change is better than what you're fucking doing. They're probably no better, but anything's better than you fucking lot. Even Reform Party are taking votes from you. So, come May, I think you're going to have a bit of a shock, old son. And last night I just sat there thinking, why? Why don't Putin just press the button? It'll be a quicker death than the slow bastard that you're planning for us and what you're putting us into now. These elite, I'm going to leave it there, folks, because I'll just get that fucking wound up. It's unbelievable. I can feel my blood pressure and stress levels rising now. But until the next one, whenever my blood pressure comes down, don't know how long that's going to take, I will say thank you very much for your support. Thank you for watching and listening. My respects to each and every one of you. And please stay safe. Stay strong. Stay free from these fucking idiots. I'm gone.